Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Page. Yes, I'll take the issue that has already been raised. Yes, Combo East.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Number 10, the Honorable Member for Fonyi Benefit was present yesterday. Thank you.
That is taken care of. Yeah, thank you. Any more? Yes, Karan Lai, Fonyi Karan Lai.
Yeah, just what I wanted to say, Madam Speaker, is this mistake is all because of when members come, they forget to register electronically. That's the problem. When they come, they have to register. This is what people in the absence, why they are present. So they forget to register when they come. So they should be remanded.
Sabah Sanyal.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I want to take you on point one, the caption. As it is recorded here, correction of votes and proceedings. I believe it should be correction of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday.
Exercise, we'll just say with amendments, and everything that is amended will be reflected in the amended records. Any more corrections? Yes, Honorable Member for Basse, page 4.
Yes, page 4. We know on page 4 that clause 52 stand part of the bill. And we have known that 52.1 redrafted. We don't know from the report whether it stand part of the bill or it don't stand part of the bill. Was it mentioned?
We had a good exercise yesterday on this. Thank you very much. Yes, Sane Mentereng.
Yes, page 4, number 3. I believe you have questions put. I believe single question, not questions. Number 3, questions put that clauses 47, 48, and 49 stand part of the bill. I believe it is a single question. Part of the bill. I believe it is a single question.
Gifts and grant was deleted. Oh, okay. But gift, donations, grants were not deleted at all. They were not deleted. They were left there.
But I don't think the amendment was for a deletion, but for the commas. If I remember, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Honorable, can you just allow those who were present yesterday to just rectify this, and then we'll allow you?
Hello.
That was the proposal.
Yes.
Yes. So can you correct that then? Thank you.
The copper network infrastructure has been underground for more than.
How soon Gamtel is going to provide efficient services for its customers? How soon?
Gamtel or Gamcel? Both.
Both of them.
Okay. The network modernization project for GAMCEL is ongoing. I was briefed that a number of service solutions have already been provided. There is currently a shipment on the way of some of the equipment. I think they have set up a new work plan that should actually be actualized before the end of the year. Now, regarding GAMTEL, there is currently the expansion going on regarding the data since the liberalization of the gateway, where all the service providers now have a gateway monitored by the Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA. GAMTEL is now expanding its spares in data network by providing internet to homes and also internet to offices. Currently, all the government offices are being connected to the GAMTEL infrastructure, significantly improving its revenue base. And they are now also implementing the tower policy, the tower project, which will provide internet to homes, in addition to the broadband infrastructure that a number of customers are connected on. And I'm sure most of you probably who are connected to GAMTEL fiber network, these days you can see the significant improvement because of the maintenance that I talked about and the service improvement initiatives that are going on. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. And the Minister, would you be able to tell us how much money is going to cost GAMTEL so that you can convince these customers? My question is, how much money is going to cost you to prove this
Speaker, this was said by the Minister himself on the floor just now. So I was just trying to
Why I
him
said
to
it's
clarify.
general. I'm just making a general statement and appeal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Upper Nyomi. Let me say that when the gateway was managed by MGI, all other voice of services, these are the social media apps like the WhatsApps and all other calling facilities were actually blocked. Every room was going through national calls at a very high rate above the international pricing system in our area here. Now, following the change of government in 2017, of course, the democratic norm anywhere now is to allow these services to be used in country. And you can see even within the Gambia now, sometimes people use WhatsApp to call each other. So there is more trust towards data market than the voice. And the voice actually is a dying market in the telecoms industry. If you understand what it is, people are not actually using phone, in Europe and many, countries in Northern America. In fact, voice actually is becoming like part of the value services where, it's like a package. You have your line and then, free services are given to you on voice. This is to encourage people to be calling each other using voice services. But, it's a dying market. What people are now going for, because of, the trend and also the development in the telecoms industry, people are more into data, where, services are more kind of harmonized and then cheaper in terms of the delivery, but also rewarding and for the service providers. And that is why you can see now, even in the Gambia, providers like Africell and QCell, their data market is almost equal to the voice. So it is a dying market. However, let me also say, because in your question you talk about the gateway and why it was liberalized and why it is losing revenue. This was a commitment by the government of the Gambia since 2013, when we got our first landing station. As a condition, the Gambia government did not have the money to have a landing site, a submarine cable. So the World Bank and the partners came in to support, to provide the funds on condition that one, the private sector will be the majority shareholder, and which is like if you look at the ACE equation, I guess Honorable Mbo is very much familiar with this. The private sector owns 51%, and the government, which include Gamtel, Gamcel, and my ministry, own 49%. That's one of the conditions. Now, the second condition was that the gateway should be liberalized. This did not happen until 2017 when the new government came in and they signed new agreements in, I think, March of 2017 with the World Bank for the liberalization. Now, when I took over, I insisted that we should have a monitoring system that will monitor each provider's infrastructure to know how much calls they are making, how much money they are making for revenue assurance and all those things. That is why it was delayed until that was put in place. Now that it is put in place, of course, all the providers have their gateway, and we are monitoring that effectively. Currently, plans are on the way to improve the service, to upgrade it, to ensure that we cover every aspect of the telecoms industry. Thank you.
Honorable members, by way of reminder, clause 43 of the supplementary question, subclause 3, the time taken to ask a supplementary question shall be no longer than 1 minute. An answer to a supplementary question shall be no longer than 2 minutes. An answer to a supplementary question shall be no longer than 2 minutes.
That have been done, like fiber to air and the rest, to cover some of the gray areas and also areas that are not within the reach.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member for Busumbala.
Thank you, Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in the Minister's response, he made mention about Gamcel, Gamtel now involved in providing internet connection to offices and homes. I know the Minister is aware internet connection is very expensive in the country. Many average, and also on condition. You buy an amount of data.
Sorry, Honorable, can you go to your question? Remember, that was why I read the relevant section. I mean, the relevant clause. You see, if you spend a lot of time on the preamble, you will not have enough. Guys, and go straight to your question.
Thank you very much. I think I'm asking the question. If 1 minute elapsed, so stop me. Let me just sit down. Internet with condition is expensive with conditions. You buy data, they say you must use it at this time. If it's not, they stop it. So in your strategy to revive Gamtel, Gamcel, are you putting consideration for the affordability of internet connection to average Gambians? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Busumbala. Indeed, just recently, my ministry and Pura had a very good strategic discussion on the affordability of data, and we want to engage